Hey guys, welcome to Unravel Me. I'm Anna, and today I'm going to show you how to do Jeny's Surprisingly Stretchy Bind Off. Okay, so I like to actually use a crochet hook. I'm using just a 5mm right now because that's the size of needle that I'm using. So same size of needle you'll want your crochet hook to be. And I just find it to be easier that way. So what I'm working with here is a 1x1 rib pattern. And you always want to wrap your yarn around your crochet hook in different directions depending on whether you're doing a knit or a purl stitch next. So for a knit stitch, I'm going to bring the yarn around my crochet hook like this, around the back, over the top, and around the front. If I were doing a purl stitch, I would do it the other way where it's coming from underneath, over the front, around the top, and towards the back, and then I would purl. So first we have our knit stitch. So I'm going to start my first one by bringing that yarn up the back, over the top, and around the front of my crochet hook, and I'm going to knit that first stitch with my crochet hook, grab it. I'm actually going to twist the hook towards the back because it's easiest to pull it through that way, and let it drop off the needle. So now we have a purl stitch next. So I am going to come in front, bring that yarn in front, over the top and to the back. So you wrap the yarn from front to the back, bring it back around and purl into that next stitch. And then pull that loop through both the loops on the hook and drop it off the needle. Let's see that one more time. So I have a knit stitch next. I'm going to wrap the yarn around the back, over the front, and to the back again so I can knit it. And then I'm going to twist that hook towards the back so I can easily pull it through both those loops on my hook. Next we have a purl. So it's going to wrap around the front of the crochet hook, around the back and towards the front again. Purl into that next stitch. And I like to leave that stitch on the needle in case I mess up pulling it through where it slips or something. So now I just pull it through both those loops, wrapping for the knit stitch from back to front to back, knitting the stitch, twisting my hook towards the back so I can pull it through the loops. Purl stitch is going to go around the front to the back to the front again. Purl into it. Okay, that was the last one there. So now that we're turning around to the other side, if you're doing magic loop, you can just drop that other needle, slide the new one through, and we have a knit stitch next. So just like the others, around, knit into it, turn it, and pull it through those loops, purling. And it can be easier to pinch the stitches here to help pull up with that hook and pull it through, especially for some of the smaller size needles and yarn. Okay, so when I get to the very end, there can be a gap right there, so I like to just wrap it around as if the next stitch is going to be a knit stitch, and then I just go into that first stitch that we had right there. So go into that and pick up the loop as if you're knitting it, turn it, and pull it through. And then that closes up that gap for you. So you can just cut it, pull your yarn through, and you've got a beautiful stretchy bind off.